I'm a fucking meme.
But unfortunately, there was an immediate backlash that quickly became a meme.
Hey, welcome to TalkWord. This is where we get curious and unpack the real stories behind the words we use all the time. Today, we're diving into a huge one, a word you've probably seen a million times today. It basically runs the internet. We're talking about the word meme.
Okay, so take a look at this. You know this one, right? You see it and you get the whole story instantly. So what do you call it? Yeah, if the word meme just popped into your head, you are spot on. But here's the real question. What does that word actually mean? And you're not going to believe where it came from.
All right, let's start with what we all think we know. When you and I say meme, we're almost always talking about an internet meme. But as you can probably guess, there's a lot more to it than just a funny picture. So here's the definition we all kind of know. An internet meme is, well, it can be anything really. An image, a video, just a bit of text. But the key is that it gets copied and spread super fast online. And this part's really important. It often gets changed just a little bit as it goes. You know, for something to be a true internet meme, it's got to have a few key things going for it. It spreads incredibly fast. It's usually pretty funny, or at least super relatable. And people don't just share it, they play with it. They copy it, they remix it, they make their own versions. And that's how it becomes this piece of shared culture, like a giant inside joke for millions of people. But here's where the story gets really wild. What if I told you that the word meme was actually invented before the internet? I'm serious, before most people even had a personal computer. Let's dig into its totally surprising origin story. So check out this timeline. The journey starts way back in 1976. And get this, a scientist, not a tech guru, came up with the word. For decades, it was this kind of nerdy academic term until the early 2000s. That's when early online communities found it and were like, whoa, that's the perfect word for what's happening here. And from there, it just exploded. So the man who started it all was an evolutionary biologist named Richard Dawkins. In his famous 1976 book, The Selfish Gene, he needed a word to describe how culture spreads. He was looking for, and I quote, a unit of cultural transmission. An idea that could copy itself and spread, just like a biological gene does. And this was his original idea. For Dawkins, a meme had nothing to do with pictures of cats on the internet. It was any idea, any behavior, a catchphrase, a fashion that spreads through a culture. Think about a song you can't get out of your head or a slang word that everyone suddenly starts using. He saw these as cultural genes that compete, evolve, and survive. Okay, let's pause for a second. So on one hand, we have this deep scientific concept, and on the other, we have a funny picture. How are they possibly connected? Well, it turns out the connection is actually kind of perfect. This comparison really lays it all out. Dawkins' original meme was a unit of culture, like a song, that spreads slowly from person to person. It could take years. An internet meme is the exact same concept, just supercharged by technology. It's a unit of internet content that spreads through social media at unbelievable speed, sometimes covering the whole globe in a few hours. It's a high-speed digital version of that original idea. So now that we've got the whole cool backstory, let's get practical. How can you use the word meme in everyday conversation and sound totally confident? It's actually pretty straightforward. There are basically three main ways you'll use it. You can just use it as a simple noun. You can talk about the process of something becoming a meme, or you can describe something that now is a meme. Okay, here's the most common one. I saw a hilarious meme about cats this morning. In this sentence, meme is just a noun. It's a thing, an object. Just like saying, I read a funny book or I watched a good movie. Simple. This one's also super common. Here, you're talking about a process. A little dance from a movie, because everyone started copying and sharing it, became a meme. It's describing that transformation from one thing into another. And finally, you can use it to classify something. The strange photo of the politician is now an internet meme. You're basically saying its status has changed. It's not just a photo anymore, its new identity is an internet meme. So after that entire journey, from a biology textbook all the way to your phone screen, what's the big takeaway? A meme, at its very core, is really just about one powerful thing, a cultural idea that is built to spread. Which leaves us with a final, fun question to think about. As you go about your day, just look at the world around you. What idea, what image, what funny little moment has what it takes to become the meme of tomorrow? I hope you enjoyed that deep dive.
If you love unpacking the stories behind words, like I do, your journey doesn't have to end here. You should definitely check out our companion app, TalkWord. It actually lets you become the explainer. You can pick any English word you want, create your own short video for it, practice your pronunciation, and then share it with a whole community of learners. It's a fantastic way to really make new words stick. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next explainer.